Marie Curie was born November 7, 1867, and is a woman who, against all odds, became a famous name and a remarkable scientist in both physics and chemistry. The history book remembers her for her vast achievements, which include evidence that atoms could be divided, discovering polonium and discovering radium, developing portable sterilisation. She was born in Poland and was proud of her heritage. Her family suffered from financial problems, and when both her elder sister and mother died, these monetary problems grew. However, she was determined to get an education. She wanted to go to university, but women weren't allowed. She loved science. She used to say that science has a great beauty and wanted to continue learning it. She received an underground secret education and then went to Paris to continue it, funding it by teaching children. Her spare time was spent reading and learning laboratory science. She supplemented her great aptitude for maths, chemistry, and physics. She changed her name from Maria to Marie to fit in better amongst the French. She had 2 names and studied at the University of Paris. She was so poor she could hardly eat and fainted from the lack of food. It didn't stop her though, she earned 2 degrees. She met a man called Pierre who provided her with a lab for her scholarship. They fell in love and married in 1895. They would cycle together in the countryside. She was now a French citizen as well as a Polish one. Radioactivity, a term Curie herself coined, was discovered a year later. She decided to put her efforts into finding out more about this elusive property of atoms. Her husband joined her, and together they discovered that uranium makes air more conductive, and also discovered that radiation must come from atoms themselves. The Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to Pierre, but he refused to accept it unless his wife, the main power behind the theory, also received one. It was unheard of that a woman win the Nobel Prize, but Marie Curie became the first, sharing it with her husband Pierre and the discoverer of radiation, Henri Becquerel. In 1906, her husband died, which broke her heart, but the call for science kept her going. She became the first woman to be a professor at the University of Paris. She received a second Nobel Prize in chemistry and remains the first and only person to do this, for the discovery and production of 2 new elements, polonium, which she named after her beloved Poland, and radium. World War I broke out and she developed portable radiology and sterilisation units to use on wounded soldiers. She operated these herself on the battlefield, exposing herself to deadly gunfire and deadly radiation for the good of others. She had a brilliant memory and her inventions were worth a fortune. However, her kindness was unique. She decided not to patent anything so everyone could benefit from her contributions to science and medicine. Albert Einstein himself said that fame would corrupt all, except Marie Curie. She even gave away most of her Nobel Prize money. The radiation that she was exposed to in saving lives in World War I and in her research eventually caused her death in 1934. Even today, her notebooks are still radioactive. She truly sacrificed her life for science and medicine. She has been given plaudits the world over for being an inspirational woman that broke through barriers. She has an element, unit, asteroid, bridge, jet plane, and video game character named after her. And Marie Curie's name lives on in science too.